One Piece. Story was made by Eiichiro Oda. Chapter 44, The Three Cooks. Within the Restaurant of the Seas, the Barati, Luffy found himself embroiled in a tense negotiation with the restaurant's owner, Zeph. "Cut it down to just 1 week," he pointed out. Zeph's eyebrows furrowed into a scowl. "What did you say, punk? You think you can destroy my restaurant with a cannonball, leave me critically injured, and then make it up by only working 1 week without pay? You're working for a year, and that's final. Got it?" But Luffy refused to relent. "No, I waited 10 years to finally become a pirate. I won't wait another year. All right, it's settled. I'll work just 1 week, and then you'll forgive me." Zeph's patience snapped. He charged his peg leg and directly attacked Luffy's throat. "Just who gave you the right to decide? Take this, head chef's kick of justice." "I'm the one who'll decide whether I forgive you or not," he demanded. "Look, you're perfectly fine," he countered. "Shut up," the owner retorted, as he finally relented to his suggestion. "All right, kid, if you're so strapped for time, then I'll tell you a faster way to get out of here." With a menacing metal saw in hand, he made a stark proposition. "You'll have to leave behind one of your legs." "Isn't it obvious I'm not going to choose that option?" Luffy sighed as he questioned, "Are you a little dumb in the head or something, old man? I ain't buggy." "Saying no to this, saying no to that." Zeph's voice boomed. "Don't think you can make it in this world by only saying no, you little brat." With a leap, he executed a swift head chef drop kick, slamming Luffy to the ground. The restaurant's washroom held an air of mundane activity as one of the cooks, a burly figure with oversized forearms, meticulously plucked a nose hair. On his left hand, 2 heart tattoos were clearly shown from his reflection. With his white apron on, he also wore a unique ensemble of dark double-breasted shirt, which also matched his shorts, stood out with a pink ascot, a braided hachimaki headband, and rounded earrings on both ears. "Customers are gods," he chanted. "Service is love. Love is this restaurant. Motto, motto, service motto." Hearing Patty's enthusiastic rehearsal outside, one of the bystanders hastily retreated from the area. The cook continued his pep talk, alternating between smiles and scowls. "And the foundations of good service is a kind and pleasant welcome. Welcome, you squid-faced bastard. Please never come back again. Pardon me, dumbass. That'll come to 10,000 berries." Exiting the washroom, he reassured himself. "Ah, that was a good dump. I feel great again today," he then chanted. "Motto, motto, service motto. The customers are gods." To Patty's horror, upon returning to the dining area, he found Sanji gripping the blood-stained full body by the neck. "What? The customer is being—" he exclaimed in shock as he approached the cook head-on, pointing out, "You again, Sanji? The hell do you think you're doing to our customer? Not only that, that man's also a Marine lieutenant." Sanji looked at Patty dismissively. "Oh, it's just you, the shitty cook. Don't call my name so casually like that." "I ain't gonna stand by and let a shitty cook call me a shitty cook," Patty retorted, puffing up his chest. "It's a restaurant's duty to serve its customers. Just how do you explain you injuring our precious customer?" Dropping the battered Marine, Sanji replied with a nonchalant tone. "So what if he's the customer? He dared to waste our precious food and insulted a cook. I was only teaching him a lesson." "What's with this place?" Full Body questioned, pushing back against the mistreatment. "How can there be a restaurant that ill-treats its customers to this extent? I'll close down the restaurant. I'll report this place to the government." Sanji, undeterred, gazed upon the defeated Marine. "You're going to report us, are you now? Well, then I guess I have no choice but to kill you right now." "What?" The other chefs, realizing the severity of the situation, intervened and managed to hold Sanji back. "No! Stop! Hold him down, or he might seriously kill him. Stop, Sanji, you've went too far. God, it just gets me so angry, Sanji shouted with rage. To see a damn spoiled son of a bitch like you. Just who the hell do you think you are? Full Body, in a state of panic, could only ponder to himself. What's with this guy? But just as the situation escalated, Zeph and Luffy made their unexpected descent from the ceiling. What is it this time? One of the chefs exclaimed as both Zeph and Luffy struggled to recover from their crash landing. That scared the crap out of me, Luffy muttered to himself. Sir, what are you doing? The exasperated cry echoed through the commotion. Zeph, now on the ground, glanced up at the damaged second floor. Shit! The ceiling of my beautiful restaurant is... His rage directed at the young pirate. This is all your fault, damn brat! You destroyed it yourself, Luffy fired back. Sir, please stop Sanji for us. The chefs attempted to restrain Sanji as they pleaded with Zeph to intervene. Approaching the scene, the owner confronted Sanji. Sanji, are you running wild in my restaurant again? Shut up, you shitty geezer, he retorted. Patty waved his arms up in the air, detailing the situation. It's exactly as it seems, sir, and this time Sanji beat up some idiot Marine lieutenant. Zeph's patience ran thin as he lashed out, and with a single strike, he lashed his golden peg leg onto his face. Are you trying to ruin my restaurant, you little shit? Observing the chaos, Luffy couldn't help but wonder. Isn't that the guy who fired the cannonball earlier? Why's he all bloodied up? Full Body, surprised by the owner's assault, found himself being struck to the floor by Zeph's peg leg, too. And you! Get the hell out already! As he writhed in pain, his thoughts raced as he contemplated the unexpected turn of events. Even the owner of this place is violent? Just what do they think their customers are? Just who do they think I am? This barbaric and violent restaurant is just a pirate ship. Are these guys really cooks? The customers are our gods. Sanji, coolly smoking a cigarette, replied. Not surprising you'd call them your gods, considering that they can actually stomach your shitty food. Patty! Sanji! Zeph's warning resonated. If you're gonna fight, then do it in the kitchen. Suddenly, the room was abruptly disrupted as the main door burst open, revealing a Marine soldier in a state of panic. Lieutenant Full Body, it's an emergency. Forgive me, sir, but he's escaped from the ship's prison. This place sure is noisy, Luffy contemplated, observing the chaotic scene unfold. The soldier continued with urgency. The underling of Pirate Krieg has escaped. It took 7 of us just to capture him in the first place, but now he's gone. That's impossible. He shouldn't even have the strength to move, Full Body dismissed, confident in the security of the ship's prison. He was on the verge of death when we captured him 3 days ago, not to mention he hasn't had a single scrap of food since then. Hearing these words, fear rippled through the restaurant's customers. A member of Krieg's crew, the same Pirate Krieg whose crew is said to be the strongest in all of the East Blue. The Marine pressed on. Please forgive! But before the soldier could finish pleading, a shot rang out and he crumpled to the ground. The mysterious prisoner, unnoticed until now, stood behind him. In a state of panic, the customers retreated from the sudden violence, seeking refuge at the far end of the restaurant. One customer coming this way, Patty reassured himself. He better not start any trouble in my restaurant, the owner added, his eyes narrowing at the newcomer. A pirate? Luffy questioned, while Sanji just puffed some smoke in response. The prisoner strolled in, casually taking a seat and resting his feet on the table. Anything will do, he said painfully. Just bring me some food. He was a lanky man with scruffy hair and a striped blue and gray headband. His eyes, surrounded by dark rings, scanned the cooks as he inquired, This place is a restaurant, right? Patty approached him with glee, trying to do his best impression. Welcome, you squid-faced bastard! What? The other customers were shocked. I'm only going to say this one more time, so listen up, the pirate threatened. I'm a customer, and as such, you'll bring me food this instant. That cook is as good as dead, Fullbody remarked. Ignoring the threat, Patty questioned, Pardon me, dumbass, but do you have any money? The pirate immediately pulled a gun on Patty's head. You accept lead? So you don't have any money? With a swift motion, Patty folded his fists and smashed the table with force against his body. What? Damn that Patty, how dare he break the table? Zeph fumed. But Luffy, on the other hand, was amazed at the sight. Whoa, he's pretty strong. Patty cracked his knuckles and confronted the pirate. If you can't pay the bill, then you ain't no customer. Nice going, cook, the customers cheered. Show that pirate who's boss, Patty. Suddenly, the pirate's stomach started to rumble. So much so, the other customers and the chefs in the restaurant could easily hear in the dining hall. Oh, is that your stomach rumbling? Patty questioned. That was just me farting, you bastard. So hurry up and bring me some food, the pirate persisted. Patty shouted, If you're not a paying customer, then get the hell out of here. Sanji stood silent, observing as the chef continued to kick the pirate repetitively with his feet. This is a restaurant for paying customers. I ain't even gonna give you a single breadcrumb to a broke-ass pirate scum like you. In his best efforts, Fullbody made a hasty escape. I've had enough, the lieutenant declared, leaving the restaurant. I don't want to involve myself with this restaurant anymore. As Patty delivered the final blow, he gleefully addressed the customers. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the rest of your meals. The restaurant slowly returned to its usual lively ambiance, but an air of tension lingered, leaving the patrons to savor their meals with a mixture of relief and curiosity. Outside, the floating restaurant creaked gently as it swayed with the rhythm of the waves beneath. With his stomach growling in hunger, the pirate laid sprawled on his front as he rumbled in pain. To his surprise, a culinary dish displayed before the hungry pirate. It consisted of calamari rings, octopus tentacles, and succulent shrimps, all nestled on a bed of steaming rice. Seating himself next to the pirate, Sanji said plainly, Eat. The pirate's nostrils twitched at the irresistible aroma of the seafood risotto. Tentatively, he took a spoonful, savoring the explosion of flavors on his tongue, and in an instant, he hastily ate the dish. I don't know what to say, he began, overcome with emotion. I've never had such delicious food in my entire life. Tears welled in his eyes as he continued to consume the plate of leftovers. I'm so grateful. I thought I was going to die. I thought it was all over for me. Sanji smiled. It's damn good, right? With a slight laugh, Luffy looked at the pair from above and said to himself, Looks like I found a good cook.